My name's Ori Herschmann. The year I turned 20, I got 364 likes on a Facebook status, and that really pissed me off because I was one like shy per day of the year. We're making a campaign for ourselves. I ran for Senate because there are, 3 to 4 main issues I care about on campus. I care deeply about the Jewish community, Greek life, health initiatives, and the Disabled Students Program. And of course there are ways you can change, the things you want to change without being on Senate, but being on Senate gives you the contacts and a lot of the funding and requests that you can make to help the student groups and organizations you care about.
So my name is Sammy Polinsky. I'm currently a freshman, and I was the assistant campaign manager for Ori's campaign.
So I was Ori's assistant campaign manager, so I worked directly with Ori.
Hi, I'm Ari. I'm a freshman. I worked as an intern for a senator this year through the ASUC, and I was on the senior staff of a campaign for the ASUC Senate.
My name's Andrew Schwab. I'm a sophomore, and I was one of Ori's campaign managers.
During the weeks of late March to April, I would say we were probably working like 15 to 18 hours a day on the campaign. So it was a lot of time.
In terms of time commitment, I started working really a couple of months before in terms of just basic planning. Then as we got closer to the elections, and especially in the last couple of weeks before the elections, I did a lot of work with actually getting out there and talking to people.
Sprouting, I would wake up at around 6 a.m. every day. I'd be at Sprout around 7:15. It's a little hard because I would say about 70% of the people you try and talk to a day would just walk by you and say they're not interested and they don't care.
We would go out to different areas around campus. Sometimes they would be residence halls, sometimes they would be dining areas, wherever, and start to promote the idea of Ori.
From 9 to 12, I want you guys to canvas bowls. Because I assure you, other people, be careful.
And when we're on Sprout, especially, when we're on Sprout and we have a presence, you tell them, have you voted? And if they say no, you give them a spiel. And then you say, do you want to vote now? You can vote off your phone, I'll show you the place.
So that meant talking to people, bothering them, walking them to class. It was an experience.
One of the things that I did as assistant campaign manager, other than phone banking, was lots of yelling on Sprout to grab attention.
Ask me about my Ori! Tumble stuff, bring me goodness. Milk's favorite candidate, Ori Herschmann for ASUC Senate. Ask me about my Ori! Ask me about my Ori!
One of the hardest things I would say about running for Senate was how hard and strenuous physically it was on myself. As I said before, with 15 to 18 hours a day, I would try and maybe do homework for 2 hours a night, so that would leave me sometimes with only 4 hours of sleep in those 2 weeks.
I appreciate all the support and don't want to, hammer this home too much, but me, Schwab, and Con are literally putting in 18, 19 hours a day, and I need a little bit of help. We literally just need to get them to vote. That's all I want. That's it.
Yeah, so I know a lot of students sometimes get tired of the ASUC and think that it's not really great representative for the student body or for them on an individual level.
There are tons of things that ASUC does, whether it be promoting campus-wide events like the spring concerts, Taste of Berkeley, and many different things that happen in the school.
It creates an environment on campus that betters the college experience for everyone that attends, for example, Cal.
I would say the main thing that ASUC does that's big for student groups and clubs is financing. A lot of the money that ASUC sponsored clubs get is decided through the ASUC Senate and the Finance Committee.
My ASUC experience was pretty bureaucratic and inefficient.
I think it's...
They write a lot of bills. Sometimes the bills are symbolic.
The reason I want to be involved is to prove those people who don't have faith in ASUC
and that our students get this sort of representation.
Not much happens in the ASUC.
Promoting campus-wide events.
that there are tangible results.
A name recognition day.
There are tons of things that ASUC does.
A lot of bills.
Don't have faith.
Representation.
Not much happens in
Campus-wide events.
Tangible.
A name.
inefficient.
Represent
Collaborate. There are
that.
tons of things that ASUC does. There are tons of things that ASUC does. Seeing my name on the screen really, it's helped reinforce the notion that, people really cared about what I stood for. And that meant a lot for me. And, that's partially the reason why I broke down. I usually don't like to show my emotions in front of that many people.
One of the reasons that I still want to be involved in ASUC, even though I think it's inefficient sometimes, is because I really enjoy the people that I have met through the ASUC.
I think it's cool that the students really get a say and get to have their voice heard in a really important setting. And people respect the ACC here because, we're Berkeley and we're politically active and our voices matter.
Sometimes they do implement changes. I know they put a lot of work into whatever it is they do. It's very unclear exactly what it is they do, but I know they're working very hard on what they do.
It doesn't matter whether you're the senator, it doesn't matter whether you're president, it doesn't matter what your relationship's going to be to the ASUC. All that matters is that you're part of this family, you're part of student action, and then moving forward to the future, we're going to make this campus a better place. And that's going to be in any way, whether it's just us moving to different groups, having a smile on our face when we're walking through Sproul, or whether it's us coming together, having a good party tonight after everything that's happened.
Okay!